Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Obviously very exciting times here at the moment in the crypto market. Bitcoin, or the market, has decided where Bitcoin is going to go in the next few weeks, in my opinion. After we broke out of that 45.8, 45.9k area for Bitcoin, Bitcoin has since then also moved up quite substantially again. Yeah, it's now comfortably above 47k. Is not currently moving down at all. There is no rejection or anything at the moment, and we continue to move further up. Yeah, so generally this means also for the whole crypto market here that we see further movement to the upside, and it makes me quite happy because we've seen various altcoins in the last few weeks reach their target areas. I think most of them that I covered have reached their target areas. We talked about that, the correction target areas. There's only Polkadot that hasn't, and the other one was Polygon Matic. But for Polygon, I told you in the last video that I'm a bit careful with Polygon because there are two possibilities where in that second possibility that I don't really like, but it is possible that also Polygon has completed its correction. Talked about that in the last few videos, and generally we can see across the crypto market very nice upside. What really made me very happy here in the last few weeks was, or last few days actually, was VeChain with a 46% upside in the last 7 days. Now a little bit of downside, probably some profit taking going on there. But yeah, we see some very nice double-digit upside in the last 7 days, or even the last, and here even Loopring as well, another crypto that I cover and also purchased in the last few weeks. And channel members know that because I do have my buy orders. What I didn't have on the radar was Silica, but we covered that yesterday. So generally Bitcoin continues to move up here, 47.7k. We have obviously now a changed wave count, a changed Elliott wave count. The wave count that I had previously on the chart was based on that being a triangle and moving down. Yeah, so this has now been pretty much invalidated, and we are now, in my opinion, going up first before we come down. I still have this scenario on the chart where we come up first now and then come down. This was before my alternative scenario. It has now become my primary scenario because Bitcoin broke above that 45.8k level, or 45.9, which was this previous high here from the, let me go to the daily chart here from the 10th of February. Yeah, as we broke it, Bitcoin is now on its way into higher regions, in my opinion. I don't think this is just a fake out. I think this has now been decided by the market. We had the weekly close, we had the daily close. In my opinion, not necessarily a coincidence that this pump yesterday, this impulsive move to the upside, happened just before the Sunday daily and the weekly close. But anyway, this is what it is, and I think we also will close the month quite bullish for Bitcoin now. I still believe we will come down lower. There are a few reasons for that. One, and that is my main reason, is that it just hasn't done that lower low. Bitcoin typically does a lower low in an ABC correction. We've got the A wave here, the B wave up, the C wave down. And yes, of course, there is a running flat pattern. We talked about that before. With the running flat pattern, it means that that wave C does not make a lower low. But as I said before, I can tell you everything. Yeah, I can even tell you Bitcoin will go to 200k tomorrow. It will go down to zero tomorrow, whatever. Everything is always possible in financial markets. It is. Yeah, everything is. But we have to focus on the probabilities. And therefore, this so-called running flat pattern is just the most unlikely pattern that pretty much there is, especially for Bitcoin, especially in a wave 2, especially in a higher level wave degree like this. But of course, it's possible that the low is already in, but it is just very unlikely, and therefore I can only tell you my primary expectation here and also an alternative, the ones that are the most likely options. Yeah, and for now that Bitcoin broke out of this triangle to the upside, this has become the most likely scenario, that we go up here. I will probably take profit in this area. I haven't quite decided yet where exactly. I probably won't take profit until we really see the price turning around. But I will certainly update my sell order sheet to give you an indication. So for channel members accessible on Discord, you can see my sell orders. I will update that today. It takes a bit of time to do so, but this is my view that we're going to go up here and then come down. Now, of course, this wave count has now changed since the primary scenario has been invalidated. And so therefore there's always a bullish and a bearish scenario. So I wanted to show you my new wave count here. So we've got this as a wave 1, 2 up here. Then we came down in that wave 3 here, that was on the 4th of December. Then we moved up in a wave 4, and we then moved down in a wave 5. So this completes that leg down. Okay. What I need to add again, I mentioned it in the previous video, that this move, this wave count that we have now, I anticipated to play out in the beginning of December, after we came down very impulsively here to that wave 3 low. We can also count this as a 5-wave structure down here. And I told you back then that I would expect here an ABC correction. So basically an A, you come up in a B and then come down in a C. There was the alternative of going down straight away, which happened in the end. But now I think we see exactly the opposite, where my expectation was we go down straight away. But actually what we are seeing is this ABC, because what happens then? So within this, you have this 5-wave move down, but what was the 5 waves? This completes a wave A. Okay, so 3-wave move down. This is a wave A in my view. Yeah, then we're coming up in a wave B into this region here. And this target area in green is based on the ideal retracement levels for a wave B. And then what would we do? We would complete basically this wave C down here then in this target area below 29K, between 20 and 29K. So this again here will be a 5-wave move down. This here is a 3-wave move up. And again, we could label that now. I don't really want to put all the waves on the chart because it will get messy at some point, but in the end what you do have here is, I mean, you can call it an ABC, you can also call it WXY because it's a bit more complex here. I don't want to make it too difficult here, so I'll just show you. That would be an A, that is a B, that's a C. So again, that wave B that you can see here has 3 waves, and we are now in that wave C in my opinion. Again, it will not move up in a straight line. And in that C wave, then I do expect the price to be exhausted up here somewhere, and that would complete that B wave, and then we are going to come down. That is my view here for Bitcoin. Bitcoin, interestingly, now already getting a little bit overbought into the overbought region. So it's getting exhausted, but it's only getting exhausted on the daily. It's not exhausted yet on the 2-day chart. It's not exhausted yet on the 4-day chart. So there is more room for further upside. I mean, on the 4-day chart only now, we see that long signal down here on the ADX and DI indicator, indicating there is further upside potential possible. But I think when we get into this region, we will see an overbought Bitcoin here, possibly on the 4-day chart. And that is then when we will see the price turn around, in my opinion. Of course, there is always a possibility, you know, to go to the new all-time high. Yeah, I'm not telling you this is a 100% probability. Absolutely not. It can't be. But this is obviously now the primary scenario, and I would give a breakout to the upside above the all-time high, maybe a 10 to 15% probability. It is of course possible, but what I will do, I bought obviously yesterday, told you in the video, told the channel members that I opened a long position here around 46.5K, because I do believe now that we broke that level, that Bitcoin is going to head up further. We had the confirmation, the weekly candle close, the daily candle close, that Bitcoin in the next few weeks is going to head higher. What I will then do, if the price is turning here and I see indications, I will probably take profits in this area here. If it doesn't and it just goes further through here and it breaks out above the all-time high, then this would still be a possibility after maybe then another dip to get in there, in my opinion. So it's always about making sure that we know what the market is doing, and if the market is doing something which is differently than the primary expectation, which doesn't matter in the end, because all we need to know is the different scenarios and what the market is probably most likely going to do in each scenario. And when we see the price move into a certain scenario, we can make decisions like I did yesterday, buying above that 45.9K level after a retest. which is what I told you on the way up already, that I would do that. And you know, if the price moves above the all-time high, it would still be another opportunity, because then if it breaks above the all-time high, then we can also expect further upside, yeah, because it would then again invalidate this scenario here, yeah. But this is for me the most likely one. I just have to repeat it. So yeah, let's see what's eventually playing out, and hopefully that video here was useful. If it was, then please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.